Go.
When we were in another drought like we're almost in today, the city sold effluent water to commercial contractors that used it to irrigate properties and such. So Mike Murphy and his team have been working on seeing how can we bring this business model back. We know that we have 6 wastewater treatment plants, and in total about 30 million gallons of wastewater that's treated is released into the to our bays and estuaries and ocean ultimately. But that water is just a stage away from being potable. So we're looking at, Mike Murphy has put together a program.
Good morning, Council, Mayor and Council. Mike Murphy, Chief Operations Officer of CCW. I've got with me Wes Nebgen, who is our Director over Water and Wastewater Infrastructure. So we're quickly going to go through the proposed plan. The overview, here we are, this is the entry gate into the OSO wastewater treatment facility. It's a type 2, type 1 facility, and the fill station is easily accessible. We've got it all ready to go. We've tested it. It works extremely well. And then we're also going to go over our communications plan. But the way that this fill station is going to be used is sort of like curbside service. I mean, everybody's done that nowadays with whether you're picking up groceries, picking up food at a restaurant or at Best Buy or something like that. There's curbside service. This is the same thing here. You pull up to this, there's a phone number right there. If there's not already an operator on site helping someone else, you just dial this number, and then we'll have one of our professional operators come out and fill your truck for you. So the way the system is going to work, OSO wastewater treatment plant produces about 8 million gallons a day of treated wastewater effluent, making it a great location to offer this service. Commercial customers can apply to pick up reclaimed effluent water through a subscription billing service for a flat rate of $50 per vehicle. And what this gets you, and this is all the way up to 1,000 gallons per truck. And this, and then if you go up, it's in increments of 1,000. If you bring in a 2,000 gallon truck, it's $55. A $3,000 truck, it's $60, on and like that. So this is a once per month flat rate, and you can go by this facility and you can load your vehicle as many times as you choose to do for that one flat rate. Applications must be completed and approved before utilizing the facility, and then customers will be given a permit. We're initially going to start the program Monday through Friday between the business hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's the original start of the program, and then we're going to be very flexible, and if we want to change that depending on the use of the system. Our communication plan is very simple. Existing commercial customers who are currently using a construction meter, we're going to reach out to them with a letter in the mail based on their current address that they provided us, and we're also going to send them an email with all the information and documents on there that you need to fill this permit out. And once the application has been submitted back to CCW and approved, the customer will receive a permit to use the facility. The payment plan is very simple. It's what we're currently using on other similar type activities, where you will get an invoice in the mail, and then you can come in at the UBO office and you can pay with check, credit card, or you can mail in. New customers, if you don't already have this service, you can email us. We'll also have all of the information. If you don't choose to use that very simple process, we will put it online at our CC Text drone footage of the facility. If we can get Cam to start that. Okay, so there we go. This is the entrance off of Nile Drive. This is our OSO wastewater treatment plant. You can see that it has a much better appearance than it's had in the past. So thanks to Peter helping us get the money approved to clean that facility up. But you can see the entrance right off of Nile Drive, 601 Nile Drive. You enter that roadway, and you can pull right up to the gate, and we'll just stop it right there. You can pull right up to the gate, and that's where you'll find you'll have signage. Just follow the signs. It'll show you where to stop. Have everything ready to go by March 1st.
Could you come back within
So there's some folks in the Faro Valley subdivision that have been complaining about the traffic on Nile recently. Got an email over the weekend about it. I think there may be some restrictions about truck traffic on Nile. So that needs to be obviously checked into if
Yes,
we're
sir.
encouraging people to enter through Nile as to how they would get access off of SPID.
Okay, we'll look into that. And we thought about truck traffic on Nile Drive, but as you can see.
About it. I think there may be some restrictions about truck traffic on Nile. So that needs to be obviously checked into if
Yes,
we're
sir.
encouraging people to enter through Nile as to how they would get access off of SPID.
Okay, we'll look into that. And we thought about truck traffic on Nile Drive, but as you can see from that drone footage, the entrance is probably a couple of 100 yards long. We don't anticipate trucks queued up outside of that. Doubt that that's going to happen, but that's a good question. We'll follow up.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
And then
thank you.
secondly is, so this
of water system infrastructure. So yes, it will be chlorinated at the point that where the pumps are located is before the dechlorination process occurs. But it is not required by TCEQ to have it chlorinated because a lot of our facilities do have UV systems as well. And but in this case,
But also
it will
doesn't
still
have the
be-
UV system, so you
Right,
use
it will be
chlorine to
chlorinated,
disinfect it,
yes.
right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Councilwoman, if I can add to that, last week we met with the plant managers, Mike Murphy and I, to bring them up to speed with the council's policy dialogue of recent weeks. Valero brought to our attention that several councils ago, probably, 6-8 years ago, Valero actually propositioned the city to build and pay for a pipeline system from our second biggest wastewater treatment plant on Greenwood to have that effluent water be shipped directly to Valero.
Right.
For some reason, that council voted down the project or something happened. We have to do some more research, but I think industry is willing to invest money, their own money, to build infrastructure to use this water that, as I mentioned, 30 million gallons on an average day is disposed of. And it's, if you went to one of the wastewater treatment plants and looked at the final product, it's crystal clear.
Yeah.
As I've done that in my time here. But so we're going to engage that dialogue with Valero. They said that they spent $3 million on design documents, and so we're going to get those back out as well. We need to think of all options when it comes to water here, and we're glad that the industrial partners are willing to contribute financially.
Right.
And be a big part at the table to help us solve this issue. So
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you
ma'am.
again for mentioning that, because I had heard that also,
Right.
and I didn't know why it had been voted down. I heard